guys, welcome along to Crispy's Kiwi Adventures, and yeah, we're going to review today, pack review. So we've got the big Spika 80 litre pack from the new Drover series, and we have the Binocular Case or chest rig from the new Spika Drover series as well. Now I'm not entirely sure how long the Drover series has been out. It's fairly new, but yeah, I picked these up a week ago. Been up into the bush with them already, and yeah, I'm pretty impressed. So right, we'll go through the Binocular Case first. Now this is a cool little unit. It has got the pockets already attached to it, sewn in. A lot of the cases I've used before just been the binocular case with molly straps on the side, and you can add your bits and pieces on them. These are already on and attached. I have a EPIRB in this one, so it's always on me, because generally when you're out hunting you don't tend to take your chest rig off much, so my EPIRB's always there. I've got my rangefinder on this side, my phone, and a few little emergency bits and pieces in here, and of course my binoculars in here. This also comes with a handy little rain pouch as well. Full complete rain cover, and that just stows away in the back there, which is pretty cool. And there's also, believe it or not, another little pocket in the back here, and I actually keep my hunting permit in a plastic bag in there, so that's all nice and close to me as well. So the strapping and the harness, very cool, nice and lightweight. Probably the only little bugbear I've got with this sort of strapping is on a hot day when you're just wearing a singlet. These straps could have done with a little bit of padding on them. They do rub a little bit on your neck, and just being straight canvas straps, yeah, 6 to 1, half dozen to the other. It's not a major, and for the rest of the kit, certainly wouldn't not buy it just because of that. When you're wearing a t-shirt, super comfortable, nice and lightweight, you really just don't know you got it on. The fabric is 500 denier all around the body of the bag. The bottom and this front pouch has actually been done in 1000 denier, just for a little bit more ruggedness and protection. It is a back closing lid and magnetized, and I'll tell you what, those magnets are super strong. That is not going to pop off. I was walking through Matagari and some pretty tight scrub on the weekend, and yep, never popped open, never dropped open and flapped around. It was pretty cool. And another feature I like about this one is your binoculars are also tethered via some straps, so you don't have that chance of popping them down beside you, getting up later on and leaving them on the hill. And you can adjust those to where you need them, so you can bring up, come down. You can actually leave this hanging on the outside of the bag if you wanted to for quick access, and then they just stow back in there beautifully, and the straps automatically just seem to pop out of the way. Bam, there she goes. Cool little piece of kit, really impressed. I've only just started getting into wearing these sort of kits. I had one before this and it was pretty cool, but yeah, it didn't have the pouches on the side, so I'm really stoked with this one. Yeah, can't say too much more about it. All the zips are all YKK zips, good quality zips. All the clips, the fancy new ones that everybody's going to these days. So yeah, and a nice little padded Y harness at the back. So overall, really impressed with that. Yeah, gonna have fun using that in the bush. And then we come to the big Drover 80 litre pack. Now I've been running around the hills for years with small packs. I've gone fairly lightweight with all my gear. My mats, tents, the whole lot is all fairly lightweight and yeah, pretty technical gear. But running a YouTube channel now, you got cameras and lots of them and drones and all kinds of carry on. And if you haven't seen my video the last one I've just posted on my hunting trip, I didn't have enough room in my old 55 litre pack. So shot down to Shooters Supplies and they hooked me up with this this cool pack, and yeah, I got that to match. Quite impressed with some of the features on this. I'm not a big fan of even though my old 55 litre pack had the old soft shell camo material on it, when that gets wet it seems to store the moisture a little bit, seems to hold on to a little bit of water, and they get a bit heavier. So going back to the old denier fabric, I was a little bit dubious. I thought maybe it might have been a little bit rowdy, a bit noisy with the fabric itself, and especially in the Matagari. But because it's such a slim profile and doesn't have big bulging pockets on the sides, I didn't actually have much of an issue with that, because I'm a wide guy, big fella. I didn't seem to have much foliage and stuff brushing past it. So I didn't have an issue with it being too noisy. So some of the features. So it's all 500 denier fabric, YKK zips, the fancy new bits and pieces that are the new clips that everybody's going to, and the whole bottom part is 1000 denier fabric. So you can really, you can slide down shingle screw on this and it's probably gonna not fare too badly. A little feature that it does have on this one, which is quite cool, and it also takes your rifle right off the side of your pack, is a gun carrier. So the butt of your gun goes in there, and then these two straps hold your gun there. So I'll insert a pic here of that. Yeah, so pretty cool features on this bag. So you've got, I'll undo this, you've got a pocket on your front here for bits and pieces. I keep my meat bag and other bits and pieces in there. Meat bag being a pillowcase and a few other bits and pieces, just things that aren't bulky. GPS, all that sort of stuff, so that all goes in there. And then on the other side, zip that back up, the other side, you have an access pouch or access hole to just quick access anything in your bag. So generally if you were to pack your bag and you wanted access to something really quick, like a jacket or food or something like that, you'd pack your bag in a way that you would access it through this pouch here, through this zip. The only thing that I miss on a big pack like this, that a lot of my other big tramping packs have had, is a zipper down here to access the likes of your sleeping bag and tent and bits and pieces that you generally store at the bottom of your pack. With this one, you can go through the front there and it's not too bad, but yeah, a zip through here might have been a cool little add-on, but it's not a deal breaker, definitely not a deal breaker. So yeah, so you got those patches, you've got your sort of a molle type webbing here, and then you've also got your ISAC loops as well, which is pretty cool for us Kiwis, heading up onto the tops. Means we can carry all those bits and pieces, and yeah, compress it all down. Side pockets, just pretty much the norm. They are a light fabric. I'm not sure how they will stand up, but yep, I don't generally use those much at all. It does have a small pocket on the top. I've got first aid kit in there, fairly small. Now one thing this pack does, which is pretty cool and is a feature I quite like, is you can actually take the lid off. You don't have to have the lid. Now, you're probably saying, oh, but won't stuff get into the top and fall down in there and all the rest of it? That's where Spika have come up with an ingenious way of closing up your top. Now, you probably all use dry bags, and you know the tops of the dry bags. Well, that's what Spika have done with this one. Look at that, guys. So you actually have, you could actually pack that all the way up to the top, close that off, turn it over, and bam, your pack's quite a lot taller. This also stops any crap getting in there. When the rain cover's on, definitely no water's getting in there, and being that the denier product's a little bit hydrophobic, it closes off and it's pretty cool. But it also, you're not worrying about drawstrings and trying to open things up. Once this is open, you open up, you've got full access to your entire pack. Love that idea, absolutely ingenious, very cool. So it takes a standard 2 litre bladder, which you buy separately, and yeah, they're the sort of the main features. Now, the harness on these things are pretty cool. They're fully adjustable, as you can see. You undo this, and then it's just a weaving loop to get this panel here to the right height. Fully adjustable up and down. Then you've got 4 different levels of lumbar support in here, and you can actually access that through the bottom there, and yeah, pull those out. 2 side pockets. Now these are removable. These straps here are Velcro through here. You can undo that, you can pull these off, which is quite cool because I also carry my knife on there as well. So yeah, if you don't like pockets on the side flapping around, you can take those off. I quite like the pockets there. I can keep my jelly beans and my aeroplanes in there for my quick sugar hits. Obviously, and yeah, there goes your spot for your thing, for your bladder and your hydration. Now, a really cool feature of these packs, and something that I really appreciate and I was hoping to utilise on the weekend but never got around to it, is the frame is actually what they call their meat hauler frame. These packs are fully compatible. They do an 80 litre and a 40 litre pack, and they are compatible with this frame system. This frame fully detaches from the pack, and then the pack itself can actually expand off the frame itself, and there is actually a hammock type system in there that you can carry your meat in. So I'm going to put you on time lapse. I'm going to detach this and show you how quick and easy it is to pull it apart, and yeah, I'll show you how the hauler pack works. I actually probably should have done that beforehand, just so I knew exactly what I was doing. As you saw, there's a little bit of a fiddle with the bottom straps because they're all attached. The bottom straps, you've actually got to pull them right out to take this completely off. So I'm not going to do that today, but this gives you an idea of, yeah, the hauler. So it's got another flap in here. Now this flap here is to keep the meat away from your pack, so that you're not getting it, getting blood all over it and getting it messy. And obviously you can put your meat down in here, in your bag, and it keeps it all away from your back. Then you can just lever it all up and tighten it all up, pull this pack back over it, and yeah, you don't have to empty your pack. So you can potentially have this pack completely full of what you need for your trip away, and knowing that even if you shoot an animal or 2, you don't have to empty your pack and start strapping things on the outside like I know we've all done. You can actually pull this pack apart, get the utilize this hauler frame, and you can have all your meat in the back here, getting cool breeze as well as you're walking along, and it's keeping it outside of the pack, so you know that even if you shoot an animal, you don't have to load up your actual pack. Great invention. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, there's strapping and little loops and bits and pieces all through here to really tie down your load. So yeah, quite impressed with that feature. And then of course you get home, you pull all that back up, you do up all these straps, and you get everything all nice and tickety-boo. And it's pretty much just a matter of putting everything back where it's meant to be, and your pack goes back to a normal pack. Really impressed with that function. I was really hoping to utilise it while I was away, but yeah, such is life. Those two young fellas beat me to those deer. Next time we'll get one though. Overall, I really rate this pack. It was super comfortable. I've had packs that yeah, you wear straight away and you've got to wear them in. I was really impressed with this. I've been a year and a half with no packs on my back, no tramping, no hunting, due to an injury, neck injury. First time with a decent load on my shoulders. Really comfortable, really comfortable, really impressed. I definitely rate this Drover pack from Spika, and yeah. Oh, another wee function too that it's got, which I was actually quite impressed with, is on your chest strap, it's actually got a wee whistle. So that's quite cool. So just a wee safety function they've put in there. Just a simple little whistle on the on the actual thing. I think it even I think it looks like it even pops off if you want to. So yeah, little things that they've thought about. Very cool, very cool. Overall, I'd definitely give this pack probably an 8 or a 9 out of 10, easy. Like I say, maybe the only thing would be the actual zip across the bottom, and I have heard from other people that the adjustment of the straps, shoulder straps, is a little bit time consuming, but I was very lucky and this one's set up perfectly for my height and build straight away. Overall, very impressed, very stoked. Bino case, exactly the same. I'd easily give this a, yeah, 9 to 10 out of 10. Really stoked with that. Everything's quite positive, opening and closing. The weight, the finish, the product I've used, spot on. And I love the extra pouches, not wobbling around and just clipped on there by Molly systems, all stitched on there. So guys, if you like any of these products, head on down to Shooters Supplies or jump on their website. I'll leave a link in the description, and yeah, check them out. They have this gear in stock, or the Spika gear in stock. Yeah, I highly recommend them. Go and check them out, and yeah, big shout out to Shooter Supplies. So alrighty guys, hopefully we'll see you on the hills again, and yeah, I've got my next trip planned already, so look out for that one, and until the next one, happy hunting.